Salutations, everyone. How's everyone doing? Great hump day. I'm having a really good day. It's super busy. I'm still kind of going off the high of being on the show with Lindy yesterday. That was so much fun. The only regret I have is not keeping up with the chat. The chat was scrolling and I was busy answering, and I wish I kept up on it a little bit more. I know there's several questions and I'm eager to answer them, so please continue to ask them in either Lindy's video thread or come over to mine and ask me questions there. But it was super exciting. It was awesome. Anyway, today's going to be a really quick one. I wanted to go over my earnings. The end of the month snuck up on me. It's a short month, so I'll just go over, what's been going on, what I sold on Poshmark, my earnings from Mercari and eBay. We'll add them all together. And I got this idea after kind of seeing that people are needing information surrounding business expenses and taxes and all that. And I'll tell you what I'm writing off as a business expenses for my taxes. All right, so here we are, and this month was the first month that I did a halfway through video showing you all my sales. So you've seen all of this in my video on the 16th. This is all the stuff I sold in the first part of the month. It was pretty good. I was really happy with it. And here we begin with this J. Crew popover. The last one I showed you guys was this Patagonia jacket I sold for $60. But it's okay. So the popover, $18. H&M tunic or dress for $14. Oh, this was like from the bins for that stuff does not weigh a lot, probably like 40-50 cents. So that's pretty good. I got a Zara party dress that I sold for $18. I told you guys in my video at the end of the month in January that Zara dresses actually sell pretty quick, so that's a good thing to know. I sold this Urban Outfitters t-shirt. It was really cool. It said, "Please do feed the animals." Urban Outfitters colorful romper for $19. I sold this bag. This was one of those things where I almost canceled the transaction because I like that bag. I wasn't using it, but I like it. I'm like, oh, I'll use it one day. And then it sold from underneath my fingers. But I got a good amount for it, so I'm happy. I finally sold my Desigual satchel. It was cute, but the person was really happy with it and left me a good review, so that's awesome. I sold a Coach black wallet with a buckle. It was Coach factory, outlet, whatever, so it wasn't that the really good stuff, but nonetheless I got $18 for it. J. Crew linen baseball t-shirt with the lovebirds on it. Man, that was a cute shirt, you guys. Oh, I really like it. I almost kept it. Anyway, $26 for it. It's pretty good. Madewell silk skirt for $38. New if tags J. Crew top for $26. This skirt I sold, but before I send it off, I saw that it had a like a discoloration of some sort. And I don't know if it was a defect or what, but I did not feel comfortable sending that. Even though you can't see it at night, you can only see it during daytime, I still felt very uncomfortable selling it. So I canceled the transaction and told her what's up, and she was okay with it. Then I sold that shirt. I already showed it to you guys. That was such a quick flip. Oh my God. I posted and then it was gone for $60. So cool. Band of Gypsies dress. 18, a cabbie little jacket for 14, a Belage blazer for $45, absinthe, a black cashmere turtleneck for 25. Lauren Conrad, good old Lauren Conrad. That's a Kohl's brand, and you know it's a hit and miss, but some of the cute stuff continues to sell. So if I pick it up at the bins, heck yeah, that's going to be a good find. I sold the Miss Me a little boho sweater, Anthropologie cardigan, and a LuLaRoe Julia dress. LuLaRoe sells really quick. I posted that one, it was gone. I have one more item that is not selling, but everything else thus far I posted, it sells quick. So that's a good thing. Okay, so now I'm going to show you my little spreadsheet where I'm tracking everything. So if you've seen my video from earlier, I think it was on Sunday, I published a video on my eBay profits. So what I went and did is I took my gross sales minus all of my fees and things and came up with my net. And so for eBay, my gross sales were $356.94. My net profit was $226.48. So that is 63% of gross. So I'm kind of looking at that, and every month I do this, I'm going to check this out, just kind of on average, so that when I see my, you know how on eBay you get that my sales screen, and you get so excited because it's like a big amount. Hold on, I'll show it to you. You know that screen? And you're like, oh my God, it's so much money. I got to remember to, on average, adjust it by a certain amount so I don't get all, you know, overly excited. So I'm going to keep an eye out on that to see what kind of net profit I'm running on that. Mercari was a really bad month. Last month, when you guys remember, it was like $460. This time I only have $116 on Poshmark, and I wanted to go through and show you that I had $12.41 in deposits. So let's go look at my deposits. My sales and my balance, view balance history. Okay, so if we look at the top of the month, I made a deposit of $341.85. On February 15th, I did $289.05. February 23rd, $239.25. And what I deposited at the end of the month was $371.20. So all of that combined equals $1241.35. Granted, that's really not my net, even though it's in this column, but I don't track cost of goods on Poshmark. I just don't. So obviously that's an inflated figure, but it does exclude the 20% Poshmark fee, right? So this is after the fee amount. If you add it all up, that's $1,500, $1,583. So that's kind of my average. I average in that area, and what I like the fact about all this now is that since I've started eBay, it kind of complements my Mercari, because Mercari is like up and down. It fluctuates greatly. Poshmark stays pretty steady. But now that I have eBay, it will supplement my shortfalls on Mercari. So that's great. I've kind of dabbled in the idea of selling on Instagram, so I think I'll be doing that in the future. But what I'm going to do is probably have a little separate store. I'll open up a separate Instagram account just for that, and keep track of things that way. So, but anyway, so that's that. Not bad for a hobby. I tell you that. Not bad. I'm pretty proud of myself. I mean, I don't have a monthly goal of what I want to profit, having what kind of net profit, but I'm just tracking it for the purpose of sharing with you guys and how I'm doing and all that. Now, the thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about next is the types of expenses that I'm accruing. Hey everyone! So I had to transfer over from the office to the house. It was just so loud and I couldn't focus and continue the video. And now I come here and look at that. Am I going to be able to focus here? Heck no! Gigi Maria! Look at what she's doing. This is new. Her attempts at climbing the chandelier. And I shit you not, spraying that no scratch stuff works zero. It does not work. So I've ordered the clickers and I have the book, and some serious behavior modification is going to be taking place with my little baby girl, whom I love very much. And no, I do not hate her. I don't know who said that in that chat. I was like, oh my God, my heart almost broke. Anyway, all right. What were we? Blah, blah, blah. So I did talk about my earnings, and then we'll talk a little bit about expenses. So I am by no means, and I'm going to say that every time, I'm no expert at any of this. The only thing I have in me that is giving me some courage and credibility to talk about it a little bit is just because my better half is a CPA. And so I'll talk to you guys a little bit about the expenses I take as a result of running my little hobby business. And I think someone also asked, I do have a company through which I run my little side hustle. I filed for an S Corp about 2 years ago. So I do expense all of the stuff, cost of goods sold, business expenses, and I run all of my everything through that. So I'm kind of doing it by the book. I guess being with a CPA, that's kind of what happens, right? All right, so I'll tell you some of the expenses that I'm taking into consideration this month. Amazon books. I've bought additional books, and it's all knowledge and education for the running of my business. I'm definitely writing them down as a business expense. And I also bought my employee, my assistant, a book, and that is also a business expense. InkFrog. My InkFrog subscription, which I use for Kyra, my assistant, that's definitely a business expense. It's not an expense I would have accrued any other way, but it's just there for the running and operation of my business. I've bought more bags, poly bags, plastic bags, and hangers, because I break hangers all the time. And I already ran out of hangers, even though you guys saw, maybe, if you haven't seen my video of me finding hangers in a dumpster, you got to check it out. But needless to say, I buy more hangers all the time, so that's a business expense. It's for managing my inventory and the storage and all of that. I bought additional tape measure. I lose it all the time. There's like 20 in this house and I can never find one. So I bought more, and then I bought Kyra one as well, because she's now measuring clothing and she's completing the entire listing process. I bought some monkey hooks. Monkey hooks are those little hooks that you stick in the wall and you can put your, you can hang things on. I think they are the best for hanging stuff on the wall, and so I got her a set so she can make holes in her wall. I don't think her dad was happy about that, let me tell you. And then I bought an additional background, that paper, the wood, blah, blah, blah. I bought one just for her. It's kind of like this fleur-de-lis type pattern, and she was excited because it's just a pattern that's hers. So anything that's ever in my eBay store that has that pattern, she knows that's her work, and she can, see the fruits of her labor and all that. So I got her that. Um, Outside of that, some other things that I've expensed in the past, anything pertaining to the setup of my office, especially if it's exclusively used for the purpose of running my business. So if I'm sharing the office with Levi, which I have a room upstairs that I share with Levi, that's not dedicated just to exclusively run my business. But I'm redoing my Nook. And I'm remodeling that entire thing, and everything I buy for that Nook is for the purpose of running my business. So all of that will be expensed. Any type of office supplies, especially like shipping tape and all of that stuff, that's all a business expense. I write off my magazine subscriptions. The ones that I'm buying right now just so that I can keep up with trends and to look at stuff, I really wouldn't be getting them otherwise. But, I'm writing them off because they're necessary for the running of my business. I hope no one who is going to audit me is watching this. Mileage. Don't forget about mileage. I'm like looking at my list, trying to jog my memory of all the stuff I expensed in the past. Mileage for the, especially when you travel, like on those 50% off days when I have to go hit like 5 Goodwills. That happened before. It doesn't happen very often. But that's definitely a day where I use up a lot of gas because I'm driving around a lot. And so I'm expensing my gas and my mileage on a day like that. Let's see, what else have I done? Oh yeah, anything that pertains to the care of the clothing. Anytime I get a lint roller, sweater stone, sweater shaver, anytime I buy all my different ink removal, shoe polish, white sneaker special wash that I get, anything that you get to attend to your inventory, that is also a business expense. And hopefully you're using that just for that and you're not dipping into it. If you're dipping into it and like you're using half for your family, half for your business, that's obviously a gray area. So just don't make that mistake of just keep things separate. Just keep things separate. And as John says, don't give, as a small business, don't give the IRS any reason to audit you. So just do things correctly, keep good track of everything, and you will be fine. And you will be fine. And if you ever get in trouble, you have to hire someone like my fiance who will do a fantastic job working with you to square things away with the IRS. No, he doesn't need any new business. No, we're not going to be forwarding any referrals. He does not advertise. He's on a referral basis. He's pretty full, so I'm not advertising for him, so don't you even think about it. So those are the business expenses. If you kind of like that topic and me talking about it once a month, let me know. I'll definitely include it in the future. If I don't hear back from you, I'm not gonna waste my time. But if it's helpful, I'm more than happy to share because I track what I buy and what I spend and all that. So it's easy for me to just share with you guys. So that's it. That's all I got for today. I am really, really busy at work. Tonight, I don't even know what I'm going to be doing. I have so much going on. I got to sit down, put my brain together, and come away with like a list of 2 things I want to do for my reselling stuff so that I can feel a sense of accomplishment when I go to bed tonight. So that's that. Greetings and salutations. Thank you so much for watching. Continue to give me ideas for different topics I can cover. I'd be more than happy to. I love you all. You guys rock. Ciao. This is a one-time video on a recipe for my friend who has little ones, and she wanted to get some soup recipes, and so I decided I'll just include it in one of my YouTube videos. I will not be doing that again. I am not a cooking show, and that's that. But this is for a very special friend who has actually, who is a viewer, and I met through YouTube, so I think it's only fair I post it on YouTube for her. So, soups for little kids. At the beginning of the week, cook a big pot of chicken soup. Just a chicken stock. Let's start with that, chicken stock. So chicken, carrots, celery, onions, celery root, a big head of cabbage, and just dump as much chicken as you can find around the house in your freezer. Buy a whole new one. Just cook a really huge pot. That's for starters. So then we're going to make 5 different soups or 5 different meals out of that one pot for your little ones, and it's going to be really tasty. So on the first day, we're going to make chicken soup and noodles. So just take a little bit of that broth, cut up some of the celery and carrots in there, get some little noodles and fun things that they would enjoy, shred a little bit of chicken soup, really healthy, really good for the throat and all that. Next day, we're going to make, out of that same chicken stock, cauliflower soup. So grab some cauliflower, boil it, mush it, or if you have a processor, just mush it with your fork. Add that to a little bit of that chicken stock. In addition, if you have like a potato or something, you can do that. But it gives it that puree, that kind of creamy consistency, but it's yet so nutritional. Shred a little chicken on top as well. On the third day, it's my favorite day, and I love when my mom did that, tomato soup. So take some of that chicken stock, grab Gigi Maria, grab some tomato sauce and cream. Put the tomato sauce in the chicken broth, a little bit of cream and rice. Oh, tomato soup with rice. Yummy, 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 yummy. So good. On the 4th day, I would take any leftover vegetables that are in the pot, such as carrots, if you have any leftover cauliflower, cabbage, celery, and process it or mush it with your fork because it's all going to be super, super soft. And then just add noodles or carrots or whatever to give it that starchy consistency. And you have like a cream of vegetables and chicken, cream of. You can put a little bit of cream in there, but I prefer to just keep the stock in there as is and just add a bunch of that stuff that will thicken the soup. And the 5th day, that's the best day, that's the finale. That's when you have a little bit of your leftover stock, if there's still any left. You add some flour in there, a little bit of butter, that shredded chicken, and pour that over some mashed potatoes, and that's chicken and gravy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And you're set. One big meal at the beginning and then little variations throughout the week, and your boys will have soup, and it's going to be healthy, it's going to be nutritious. Everything is made from scratch except for, you can get mashed potatoes from a bag. That's all good. I don't expect you to roll your own noodles, so you can buy those. But you see what I'm saying? It's really good. Hopefully that's helpful, and that's just for you, my dear Lucy. Love you.